Hello Minecrafters! Welcome to episode 5 of my Let's Play. Here with the Unleashed server. I did a lot of mining last night, and I did make the low voltage solar array, which doesn't need a transformer, as I said last night. I was thinking medium voltage, but the first array is low voltage, and it's equivalent to 8 regular solar panels. And it is keeping my bat box nicely powered, even while the extractor and the macerator are both running full speed ahead. You know, going through rubber wood here and making my rubber, and also macerating lots of ores. Look at this. Tons of iron and gold. A bit of tin, making some sand, because I'm going to need some glass soon. So this one is on the way out. I need to make a electric furnace to finally replace this one. I was just cooking up enough iron so that I could do that now. Take a furnace, there it is, with some iron. You can do this with just an iron box, but this uses a little less iron, a little cheaper. So let's see, this was the furnace, electric furnace. So electric circuit to redstone. I got this on me, I think. Yep. Made some more electric circuits. Electric furnace. There we go. Now I'm trying to decide where to put everything. For now, I'm just going to stick it here. And just manually have it cook up some iron for me. Is it going? There it goes. Alright, that's good. Now I've got a skeleton spawner here. Another player on the server found a spawner, so I went and made myself a force wrench. And yeah, this portal goes to his place. I did all my mining in a straight line. Let me show you this tunnel. I used the turtle to help me out. Turtle had a program just to dig. You've seen it before, just digging a straight tunnel 3 high. And so I just went straight out this way. And as I was going, I realized, oh look, Jagari's base is in that direction. I'll just keep going till I get to his base, which is almost 600 blocks away. And so I just kept going. Let's see if it was... Oh, that's because there's a cave back there I might want to look at later. Just kept on going, and I'm not going to walk the whole way because it goes all the way to his place and then turns a slight 90-degree turn. But I dug everything out of here and dug into the walls wherever there was something interesting, and ended up getting over a stack of diamonds. As you can see, I'm now wearing diamond armor. Also I have the long fall boots from last night, or last time. So I'm well kitted out. I got a full armor set there. Oops, these already grew. I didn't want them to grow yet. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of Dartcraft, so let's go ahead and do that now before the rest of these trees grow. I need a basic force rod to turn these into force saplings. There we go, and it's dead. And I should get my watering can. I can just grow these up real fast. Now, version 1.1.7. Where to put my watering can? I think it's in here now. Yes, there it is. Version 1.1.7 of Unleashed should have fixed the issue with the recipe for the sticks not working. So we'll find out in a moment. Once I've grown up this... this may not work on these. I don't know. Find out. Oh, there it did. It worked fine. So get myself some force logs. And before you even go any farther, I'm going to try it out. Force logs now make force planks. And force planks now make force sticks. There we go. So now I can make a proper force rod. Oops. Which is a force ingot. And a force nugget. And I got a force rod. There we go. Let's go ahead and grow up the other 2. Grow. Grow. It's not going to grow. I thought I was going to trick it. There it went. Oops, I dropped something upstairs. Alright, got some force logs there. Get the rest of these. And go ahead and... actually, I did... In one of the spoils bags, I got a force mitt. There it is. Force mitts are great for leaves. Swipe. 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 And so how many... I got 4 force saplings. Cool. So I'll go ahead and plant them around the room. Oh, that one got pulled up. I'll just chop down these oaks. I didn't intend for them to grow. Everything grows pretty fast down here. So now I can start doing a little bit of Dartcraft. There's a lot of good things in Dartcraft. Oh, let's get my mitt again. Oh, getting a little bit of lag. And that one. And I can go ahead and plant these other oak saplings. Oh no, I do want to keep some oak saplings. That was all the oak saplings I had. I'll just do the one that I've got down here. Ring. Alright. And I'll just let these grow on their own. Now, I can start doing a little bit of force stuff. So let's see, we should have plenty of iron. I think this is how you do it. You make an iron cauldron. So how am I going to do this? Should I make a new room for it? Let's make a new room for it. Let's see, that's there. So how about right here? And I got a diamond pick. Because like I said, I got over a stack of diamonds, so I felt fine making diamond armor and a diamond pick and splurging a little bit. Alright, I'll just do a little tiny room here. I'll worry about the ores later. This is just to get started. So let's stick a torch here, put the cauldron here, and then whack it. And that way you do it? I thought that's what you did. Maybe it's not a cauldron. Maybe it's a... Or maybe it has to be full? And whack it? Nope. Alright, I'm not sure. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, we got some lag. Alright, well, I'll look that up and get back to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where I got the idea it was a cauldron. It's a block of obsidian. So this, there we go. Oh, and then we need a book. I should have looked up everything. Hold on. Okay. Need a book. Need a book. I have lots of books. So you take a book, you chuck it on the ground, and you zap it. There we go. Alright, now this I then put in here, and there we go. Now it's ready. I can drop one of those in there. And I got more of that too, I think. Those old worn out force rods somewhere. Put it in here, I put it in here. And I have one bucket of force that I got as spoils. So I'll toss that in there. And getting a little bit of lag. There it goes. And the bucket. Alright. So I got a good bit of liquid force. Now I got to start teaching it stuff. The way you do that is to put things in. and you enchant. So let's get a stone sword just to start teaching it things. One stone sword. Oh no, it has to be a force sword, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright, well, check that down the stairs. So it needs to be a force sword. I need some more force ingots. Which I need this and some iron, which I've got. So toss that in, that, and presto, I've got some force ingots. Now I can take a force stick, I think, and 2 force ingots, and there we go. That's a force sword. So let's go and drop it in here with that force nugget. That should... Oh, and it needs power. Well, thankfully I've got... I think I made... Yep, a clockwork engine. Perfect for this. Plop that sucker down, wind it up. I made this as part of some experiments earlier on, but it'll be perfect for getting some power. There it goes. Into there. Now I'm going to have to definitely look up all the things you can put in here to grant various powers. Ah, it says I can do this one, so go. There it goes. And this should go... This should now have some extra experience in it, I think. That gives it knockback. Alright. Pretty useless, but sort of like Thaumcraft, where you have to burn up a lot of materials to learn everything you need to know to make everything. Same thing here. You've got to teach it all the materials, and then that lets you craft bigger... Oops, too far. Bigger and better things. This is tier 1. It can go up to, I think, tier 7, and that'll take a while. But every time you do an enchantment in here, it goes up a little. And whenever you do an enchantment with a new material, it goes up even faster. So I don't think I can put this back in now. No, I can't. So let's try something else I know works. And that is... Where are they? Claws. Let's grab a claw. And I guess we'll make another force sword. There we go. Because this claw is, I think, a power. Yeah, there we go. Go. And it does its thing. It uses up some of the power I'm piping in. Sharpness 2. Alright, there we go. Line that back up. There we go. So, how we doing? It doesn't tell me... Does it tell me if I look at it like this? No. I thought it used to tell me exactly how much experience is in there. That's not telling me. So that's changed, I guess. Yeah. That's the problem. When a mod is under a lot of heavy development, the last version I used was probably a few versions back. Things have changed. But at the same time, this mod pack is a little behind the times. And so the current documentation shows all the new features. So somewhere in between are the things I need to know. But, yeah, I'll keep working with this. Maybe I'll do a little bit more of it offline just to teach it what I need to know and get that upgrade tome upgraded. Meantime, I'm going to put the force stuff away. And I'll come back to it later. And I might as well put all the force stuff in there. Alright, I don't need the extra bucket. Alright, back to what else I was doing. I was going to make some more hoppers. Since we've got a new machine over here. There we go. 2 more hoppers. One on the top. And one on the bottom. Whoops. One on the bottom. Now I can dump any other ores I've got that I want to put in there. Oh, not the ores, the dusts. I got plenty of dusts. Let's get that and that. That's enough. So toss some iron dust in there. Iron, silver, or tin and gold. Don't have enough copper. I definitely have to do some more mining at the copper level. I'm short on copper. I don't want to cook it all up. I'll cook up some more of it. Oops. But I need some of it in case I need to make bronze. So I want to keep some in dust form. That way we don't have to macerate it back again. Oh, and I also want to cook up some glass. In fact, that has priority. So let's bump the this back up. Actually, take the copper out for now. Alright, and how's my battery life doing? Oh, it's starting to go down now. So 3 machines is more than the low voltage solar array can handle. But I'm not quite ready to go up to a medium voltage because I need 7 more of these low voltage, and I just made this one. And that used up a lot of materials. I'm going to have to definitely do a lot of mining at a higher level to get more copper and tin. Or, I could start a quarry. For that I might use some force engines. They're pretty good about providing plenty of power, I hear. I need to get a cow for the milk. Yeah. Force liquid, the same stuff that's in the force table down here. This stuff right here, force, liquid force. That and milk in one of the force engines produces quite a bit of power that lasts for quite a while. So it might be worthwhile to look into that. Oh, and I also have that skeleton spawner. I should decide where I want that to be. Probably low down because it'll be noisy, but also underneath the base, so it's in the same chunk. I added a chunk loader last night. Let me turn on the display so I can see how far it's loading. Look for the red sweeping line. There it is. So anything inside that line. So let's go in here. And I can make a skeleton spawner room in here. I hear a zombie. Yeah, skeleton spawner room in here with some sort of killing machine. Quite a few options on that. I'm not sure which one I want to use. Think about that. There's these iron spikes that might be interesting. Maybe water sweeping them to iron spikes, and then, yeah, the torch. Alright, well, think about that and make something and show it to you guys. So I've got a bunch of things I need to research and look into. So I will come back when I have some more answers. And we'll see. We got lots of things we can do. See you in a bit. Okay, and I'm back. Had a slight technical fiasco. The microphone wasn't working when I came back. And I showed off the skeleton spawner I'd built. And a few other things that were new. Then I went exploring to try and get some animals. Cows in particular, so I could make a knapsack, because I needed leather. I went out with my portal gun, was portaling them back home. And I found one of those slime islands, decided to portal up to it, and took a look at that, and mined up some the slime grass, which is pretty cool. And then got listening, and it was all silent. So, we're going to redo some of the tours. And first off, show you the skeleton spawner. Now, this is where I was digging it before. As you can see, I dug out. I've poked some holes in it so you can see inside. There's the spawner in there, but let's go around to the other side. This hole is just for light. Go around to the back side of it, and you can see what's inside here. There we go. Now you can see there's the skeleton cage, skeleton spawner. and the water flows towards the back wall. There's a bit of water that channels them towards that little white thing over in the corner. That is the tip of an iron spike. Oh, one of them just... there he is. So he goes down there, drops into that trough, gets swept towards the iron spike. Try as he might, he can't fight it. The current is too strong. No, no! And he starts dying. And then there's a hopper right underneath that spot that dumps into a chest, so everything they drop gets dumped to the chest. Now I made a little viewing gallery up here so we can go up and see what's going on down below. There you can see the layout. It's 9 across. It really only has to be 8 with one corner. They're all going to shoot at me now. They're shooting at each other. Nice. Nice. Go for it, guys. Take each other out. Don't forget about me. One of them died, and they turned on me. Yeah, one corner of this is the center, and it's 4 out from that corner and 4 out from the other corner. So it's technically 4 on one side, 3 on the other side, if you're counting the block itself, for a total of 8. But I just went with 9, so I didn't have to worry about which corner is which. And that just means that corner over there, I put some micro blocks, and he's sort of stuck on it. But eventually he'll wander and get knocked off. Same with this guy, he's sort of stuck up against it. So it's not a perfect arrangement, but it works well enough. Yes, he's going to get off of it. There, he's off of it. And that guy, he'll eventually get off. I tried putting micro blocks there to see if I could sort of turn that corner into a slope, but obviously it isn't working too well. But it works better when it's dark, so I'm going to seal it back up. It's a very simple grinder. And then down below here is where the hopper, right above this spot is where the iron spike is. See, there it is. And the water pushes stuff right underneath it. So once they've died, like he is about to, and their drops, whoop, go right into the hopper. And it's doing pretty good. Oh, I got some spoils bags. And broken bows, and these I'll take. I've already used a bunch of the bones, so it's doing pretty well. Made a trash can to get rid of the bows I don't want. What's in the spoil bags here? Yay, another portal gun. I'm definitely going to have to edit the settings. They're coming up. Yeah, another portal gun, and another portal gun. They are getting to be way too common. I am definitely going to have to do something about that. No portal gun, amazing. Alright, so let's head back up. Yeah, how many portal guns have I gotten now? I've gotten a lot of portal guns. No, that's the one I'm using. There. It's just too, and I've got a couple others elsewhere that I've got, just for usage. So that's just getting crazy. Crowbar, I might need that. Force mitts, those are good. I won't need these. Actually, I will recycle those. Yeah, I got some steel, that's nice. That. Let's see, that can be turned into black dye. Alright, that's good. Ashes. Thaumium. Enderpearl dust. Let's put some of this away. Those go there. I made a minium stone. I got enough of those to make a minium stone. I guess I can put the knowledge fragments in there. Eggs away. Put the ores over here. And if you were paying attention, you might have noticed something as I walked past. I'll put that in here too. I added another machine here. I added a compressor because I wanted to make, a mass fabricator. Very early on, but this is one of those things you just leave it to tick, and even when you don't need it, it's been less than a day, and I've got over half a stack. Even though all I have is 2, I added another low voltage solar array. 2 of those putting out power. It's not a lot of power, and I'm using it for these machines, but when they're not running, and I have a chunk loader, so it's running all the time, this is generating UU matter. Now I have a igneous extruder up here generating cobblestone from 1 bucket of lava and 1 bucket of water. It ejects out the bottom into this recycler, which is connected up to the power. And then a hopper pulls it out of there and puts it into the mass fabricator. So I've got scrap bonus. So it only takes 166,000 EU for each UU matter. And look, I've got 44. I haven't used any yet. Soon I'm going to be able to make my quantum armor, and then I'll be happy. Then I won't die. Mobs I won't care about. Zombies at the door, who cares? Though, let's take care of this guy. Come on in, sir. What are you selling? Brushes? No, I don't want any. You notice he was quiet? You know, that was, like I said, I got the, I went out collecting lots of animals here. And just to show you how I go about doing that, what I do is I put one portal up on the wall here, a little higher. There we go. And let me grab a pig. And if I'm out in the field and I see a pig, and I say, hey, pig, you're coming home. Poof, and there he is. You can just run around zapping holes underneath animals wherever you go, and they all come back out here. So it's a really fast way to just get a whole bunch of animals. I was also trying to get up there, my local one, just so I can show you that. Let's try it here. Nope, missed. Long fall boots for the win. Get back where I was. Oop. And off to the side. There we go. Up. Not quite. Floor portals are sort of hard to handle in Minecraft. Alright, I'll just walk. Forget it. I'll walk. For some reason that tree looks like it's well back from the edge, but every time I hit it and then try and get up there, I'm dropping off the sides. So I guess it is right on the corner, isn't it? I'll have to try it from the other side. So let's go over there. And over there. Oh, I missed. Alright. Let's try it from there. Can I see the other side of it? Nope. I have to go farther over this way. Let's try over there. Not quite, I don't think. I can try that one. That's a long shot. Can I get it? Well, let's see. Let's put a red one here and put the other, then try to put a red one on the trunk. If this one disappears, then I got it, and I didn't get it. Try again. Maybe too far. There's anything high enough over here. Oh well. Let's just get home. Yee. Oh, maybe for me. No, that's, again, getting that side, I'm just going to fall right off. So, see if it's going to come out that side. Then if I go to the side, oh, just missed. Yeah. Not going to work. Oh well. I'll get up there eventually and show you. I got plenty of the slime grass. It's pretty nice stuff because it retains its grass-like nature better than regular grass. I don't know if you can use it to feed sheep or anything, but it looks nice. It's a nice bright green. It's sort of creeper green. Yeah, here it is. Let me grab some. Very bright green. I think it'll make a nice, like, carpet. The odd thing is, digging it out by hand, it stays grass. It doesn't turn into dirt. But the dirt version, this blue stuff, without the grass on top, you can't dig it up with anything. It's harder to dig up. It's actually easier once it becomes grass. So when I was digging up there, I would leave bits of grass around so when I exposed dirt, the bits of grass I leave would spread, because it does spread, to the dirt, and then I can mine that up. But like I said, I got, what, 6 stacks? 8 stacks. So I'm good with that for now. The other thing I did was add this. Basic Tinker's Construct smeltery. Just one faucet. I built it mainly to get one thing. This, the knapsack. The recipe for the knapsack takes 2 iron tough rods, so you have to build the smeltery to make those. And then I had to go out and get leather I had to go out and find cows to get the leather. I accidentally killed enough to get the leather as I was transporting them back, so I built my knapsack out in the field, because I brought the other pieces I needed with me. The knapsack is awesome. You have your normal inventory tab. You have this armor tab, which adds a whole bunch of slots that aren't really being used. I know this one is being used, and eventually I'll get to that, but that's going to be a while. And this one you can make as soon as you got the smeltery. And that adds another tab, so you have a second inventory that's always with you. I think if you die, this all spills on the ground. I don't know. I haven't died yet. Don't plan to. But here, let me do this one other thing here. Let's do it over here. Since this is a Dartcraft action. I found these in the pouches. Now I can, boom, turn them back into ingots. 6 iron, 6 bronze. Very nice. And I'll put the force stuff in here. And go put away a few other things. And then I think we're sort of caught up with where I left off last time. So where was I keeping my... Yeah, up here. Yeah, we got creosote oil. I got a full stack of it already. I was keeping the ores over here. You see, I ground up a whole bunch of bone meal. In fact, I think I'm going to designate a barrel, one of these barrels for it. Do I have a spare barrel? I don't, but this one doesn't need a barrel. I can just put wood over here. Dyes I was keeping up here. Ashes, I think, were down here. And wooden pickaxe can just be chucked. Anything I want to get rid of, I tend to toss in here, because I never step in there. Alright. That makes that more compact, ready for more stuff. Started compressing my uranium. When I get enough, I'm planning on making some advanced solars that run during the night. So to get better power distribution during the day and night. And let's see, is there anything else? Let's see, I'll put this sucker... Should I put that away and keep this? Oh, yeah, I found out you can make a rubber dinghy. Same recipe as a wooden boat, but you make it out of rubber. When it breaks, you can craft it with one piece of... Take the broken rubber dinghy with one piece of rubber and repair it. So I keep those with me so I can always... I don't need to keep a saddle with me. Don't even need to keep a saddle. I think I've got one somewhere. Don't I? Just in case, yeah. If I have one, that's enough. I'll chuck it down here. I need another trash can for this level. Alright. That's looking good. I have a couple portal to the neighbor's house. Hey. You're on cam. Jag. Wave. He's doing pretty well. Hey, yeah. He's got some IC2 stuff. He's even got some glass fiber cable. I haven't even bothered that. He also has some solar panel going as well. Some basic solars. So I haven't been over to Power's place yet. He's pretty far away. I'd come by your place, Power, but you are too far away. I was doing more of the Dartcraft stuff, and I needed some chocolate to make these fortune cookies, which is you make a regular cookie with cocoa beans and flour, or cocoa beans and wheat, and then mix it with a piece of paper and you get a fortune cookie. And when you eat a fortune cookie, which I think I can do now, yes. you get a fortune, which you can read. Has anyone seen my fedora? And you can also put it in here to grant luck, as it says in the yellow there. So that's one of the many ingredients. I'm tier 2, and I'm not far from, just 7 points from tier 3. So that's not going to be a problem at all to get to. And then I can do some more interesting things. But, yeah, this is where I am right now. I don't think there's anything else that's new. I forget if I talked about the tunnel. I think I talked about the tunnel. Yeah, I did. Oh, and I put my farm here back to rubber trees just to get more rubber. But I'm good for the moment, so I'll leave it be. So I think because of that little bit of a snafu. Oh, and I did get my. I made a trip to the Nether. I made a Nether portal. That is down here. No, down farther. Past this. Ah, yeah, same level. No, that's just a mine. Where did I do it? Here it is. I hear it. There we go. I made a Nether portal and boxed up the doing a portal here. Boxed it up. Oh, fire bat. Oh, I can't go through the portal? Or went through the portal. Great, I have a fire bat in my house now. Be careful when you open the door. Alright. Get ready to kill it. Here we go. Kill the fire bat. Kill, 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 kill. Where are you? Oh, I left the door open, so it's anywhere in my base. Always shut the door behind you. I don't see it. Maybe it didn't survive. I guess that's possible. Oh well. I may get surprised in the middle of the night. This is sort of dark down here. I did half slabs on the floor to keep anything from spawning back in this corner, because light does go through hoppers. So a lot of light was leaking into the spawning room when I had a torch down here. So I moved the light farther away and just made it so nothing can spawn in here. And there's going up another spose bag and 2 more broken bows. What do we get? Another portal gun, just what I wanted. Thank you, Santa. Dump it in the portal gun chest. So, keep that. The stone tools, I think, can all be destroyed. So, trash those. Alright. And apples, I'll save the apples. Alright, so all that done, I think it is time to wrap this episode up, and I'll start a fresh one once I can clean the slate and begin again. Oh, look, I made another UU while you've been watching. I'm going to have quantum armor soon. I think I need 3.5 stacks of UU to make quantum armor, so it's going to be a little while. But just a couple days. If I can survive till then, I'll survive forever. Now, I do have the long fall boots on, which are great. They completely negate fall damage. Completely. You can fall from the top of the world to the bedrock, no damage. And they don't even seem to take any durability. And they count as good armor, because, I mean, look, my armor slots are completely full, which means they must be as good as a pair of diamond boots. So these are really good boots. Probably too good for their cost, even when they cost their full amount, which is still 4 diamonds, but that's the same as diamond boots, and yet they don't wear out. So they're better all around. When I get quantum armor, though, I will use the quantum armor boots because they provide the jump ability, which I really miss. And a full set of quantum armor makes you invulnerable to combat damage. It basically negates all damage down to 0, except extreme falls. I mean, you can fall into a quarry and you'll be okay. But fall from the top of the world into the bottom of a quarry, you're not going to survive with quantum armor. At least you didn't. Maybe that's changed. Long fall boots you will. They do completely negate the damage, but not so with the quantum. Still, with that one caveat with the quantum, I still prefer not having to worry about creepers sneaking up on me or any other damage, and that is worth it to go through all the trouble to make quantum armor. And then plus I can upgrade the quantum chest plate to be gravity plate, and then I also add the ability to fly and charge my power drill here, which I made. Power drill is just a IC2 electric drill that you hop into the force infuser here with a nugget of a force ingot. And that will make it a little bit better. You don't bother putting a diamond drill in. It'll give you the diamonds back if you do, but a regular drill will do just fine. And it has upgrades that you can put in here. Each one of these is basically similar to an enchantment. Like Silk Touch, Speed, and I'm looking forward to that. But I need to progress a bit farther in. So I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up. This goes to the village. This goes to Jagari's place. This goes down to the skeleton spawner. Yeah. Oh, I did make a Mistcraft Age 2. You may have noticed the book over here. I guess we can take a quick look. Age 2, the first one built. I didn't do a lot of exploring. I did chop down some of the trees that are right here and shoot a bunch of lights around just to keep the enemies at bay. But it looks like it's a flat world. There's no hills or valleys. So it's not going to be too interesting. But it might make a good quarry world. So I may come back here and set up a quarry. It also looks like it's almost always dark, or at least dusk. So purple sky. Looks very nice with the snow. And it does have, this is regenerative springs. I'm getting regeneration as I'm in it. But I don't like snowy biomes. So I'll probably go out that direction somewhere and build a quarry. Something else to do. I'll need to have a way to get the items back across dimensions, and I'm not ready for that yet. So it can wait. If I do a quarry, I'll probably do it in the main world, where I decide to build my final base, which will probably be a desert somewhere, because I like building in deserts. Well, maybe this time with the I've adjusted my config so I can't hear the rain. Hearing the rain was always my biggest concern, my biggest problem with it. So with the rain muted, and I've also muted the animals, which is that sound muffler block above them. You can hear them when you're right next to them, but they're not super loud anymore. All right, so this is Nonsanity signing off. And my co-host, who has just sort of come in the room here at the very, very end, she can say hi and bye.
Hi, bye.
Hi, bye. All right. See you later, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it, and more big things to come. Take care.